Welcome to the Packed Packers podcast, where every episode is packed full of Packers, Joe. What you want, what you need, what you didn't know you needed, what you have to have, all right here, Joe. Dropping every week, by the way, in the off season, and then twice a week in the regular season, right?
Right.
Joe, come on now, Joe. This is a
You're
podcast.
Griff,
This is a
Griff, you
podcast. You
can't
gotta go. You gotta go audio,
Griff,
Joe.
Griff, you are too funny for that one. I wasn't you gotta let me know when you're doing something like that. Did you
Brought
did
to
you you
you,
rehearse that? You rehearsed that. I can
brought to
tell.
you by Universal Sports Media. Joe, one day Universal Sports Media will have a podcast for every team run by a fan of that team. And
Yes.
we're going to be covering everything. Right now, we got 2 out of the 32. That's a
Yep.
good start.
Yeah.
Steelers, we got the Packers, we got the Steel City Standard for the Steelers, and we're going to, we're on the rise, baby.
We'll keep going. We'll keep
We're on the
going.
rise. I
Yep.
am Griffin, your resident Packers fan, Packers owner, Packers expert. And over here we've got Joe, the Packers hater. Brings
Okay.
let's call it a different perspective to
Optimistic. I'm
Packers.
real. I'm real. I'm really real. You
You
have
mean
some
really?
really
I'm optimistic.
you have some
You're
far fetched
no,
ideas. So I
no.
bring you back
We'll
home.
get into it. We'll get into it.
Okay.
Most of my, I mean, would have been. I'm not even gonna talk about it. We'll be good though, Joe. Super Bowl coming up. Um, in today's episode, Joe, we got a packed podcast today. It's gonna be we're going over the Packers roster, where we need depth, where we need starters, where we need help, and what help we already got.
Mm,
Zaire Franklin coming
okay.
over from Indy. So we're gonna kind of
Okay.
dive into that, what that means, what he brings to the defense. But let's just start out by kind of going over the roster, where we're good and maybe where we need some help.
Gotcha.
Now, obviously, quarterback Jordan Love, we're good. Running back, we could use depth at running back.
Yeah.
We'll kinda get into it, in a little bit, but we're getting most likely getting rid of Emmanuel Wilson, as in letting him walk in free agency. So, Marshawn Lloyd is back is technically there, but will he be available? Probably not.
He's been injured a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, not
Yeah.
even I wouldn't say he's been injured a lot, I'd say he's been injured
Right,
the whole
right,
time.
right.
But, yeah, so we're gonna need some depth at running back. You already know I love, uh, Singleton out of, Penn State. I love him. If we can get him in, like, the 5th round or something, I would be
Yeah.
jumping for joy. But there's a bunch of running backs in this draft, so I'm not really worried about getting depth at running back. That's not something that the Packers should address in, free agency. That just doesn't make any sense. So drafting a guy there. Plus, we re-signed Chris Brooks, who is a really good like pass blocking running back and things like that. A good special teamer. Um, we definitely need help on the offensive line. So Green Bay actually just, I was talking to you last week about needing a center. Well, they just re-signed Sean Ryan, who was their center last season. 3 years, 33 million up to 39 million, so 11 to 13 million a year. Not a bad deal. I don't hate it, but we do need improvement kind of all over the offensive line. But I do like that they did that to not like need to draft a center early
Right.
and then you don't even know what he's going to be. So I think if Green Bay drafts a center, like they don't have to press for a center, but I do think they need to draft a center because Jacob Monk is our only other center, and I am not in love with Jacob Monk. So that for sure, and then probably 2 tackles, to be honest, like drafting maybe another
Really?
higher round and then a later round, but just because the guys that we have, we don't know it well, like, for example, Jordan Morgan that we drafted, what, 2 years ago maybe, or
Oh,
yeah, I think
last year
2
was
years
it?
ago. No, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, we drafted Jordan Morgan, and he like, we don't really know if he's going to be an elite tackle,
Was
and even
was he
if
a first round pick?
he was a first round pick.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so we don't know about him, and then if Zach Tom, he's kinda had some injuries, if he goes down or if Morgan's not good, or if he goes down, we don't got nothing else to come behind. So we need
And
about 2 tackles.
those are your starting tackles right there?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
Jordan
okay.
Morgan's starting on the left because Rasheed Walker's walking,
Gotcha.
and, yeah, and then, yeah, we got Zach Tom, we got Banks. So this is the lineup. Left
Yeah.
tackle, Jordan Morgan. Left guard, Aaron Banks. Sean Ryan, Anthony Belton, who we drafted last year in the 2nd round, and then Zach Tom.
Okay. Anthony Belton, is he any good?
Yeah, I like him. He had a decent rookie season, big boy. He's
Okay.
a big dude. But yeah, I think I like him. I think he'll play well. He played a bunch last season just because the injuries that we had and had to shuffle guys around. But yeah, I like that group. I think they're maybe more of an average group, but they're all pretty young, so they could kinda take it to another level, hopefully.
Mm.
Still need depth there for sure
Mhm.
because, O-line is one of the most important positions in
Yeah.
football.
Yeah,
So,
and, I mean, we don't wanna reminisce on last year. You guys that O-line did not hold up multiple times
definitely
in
not
big
in the run.
games.
Definitely not in the run. They were pretty bad in the run all year. Decent. Oh, I wouldn't say decent. They were maybe average as a pass unit and probably
Yeah.
bad as a run unit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need more there for sure, and, like,
100%.
improvement. I think the starters are okay, but we definitely
Right.
need depth just in case people get hurt, and I think the starters are okay because they're young. If these guys were 33, I'd say all of them gotta go. But
Got you.
but they're all
Okay.
really young. They're all really young, so hopefully they will improve this offseason and go from maybe below average to above average. I mean, I don't expect them to be the best in the league, best, offensive line in the league, but if we can be
Right.
above average, I think that's gonna be enough to get us where we're trying to go. Seeing as how Seattle did that with Anthony Bradford,
That's
and that
but to be honest, that's just one guy.
and he was
The rest of
absolutely
that
terrible.
O-line the rest of that O-line is nice, though.
I didn't
The
see
rest of the
that, yo, I
O-line
I couldn't
is
even look at
nice.
the rest of the O-line because I saw him and I thought, "This is the worst football player I've ever seen in my life."
What I saw from him was he's just good enough in pass and run blocking that they
I
just have to
Joe,
keep him in there
Joe,
and just hope
Joe,
for the best
this
during the
is not
pass
first of all, this
blocking
is not a
times.
Seahawks podcast,
But
but
he won the Super Bowl.
every
He won a Super
every
Bowl,
time
Griff.
no, Joe, that's irrelevant. Every time, what Shannon Sharp would say, "What you wouldn't accept in a loss, you shouldn't accept in a win," or however he says
Mm,
it. That's probably a
mm,
little bit off, but whatever.
mhm.
They were Yeah, I think that's whatever. He was terrible, Joe. I'm telling you, I've watched like there was times where I would just say, I'm going to only watch this, Anthony Bradford for
Yeah.
however much I could bear to watch him. I did not see one single good play. I swear to God, I did not see one single good play. And that was out of maybe 30 to like, it just random. It's not like I was just watching, like, one game back to back. It was just random, like, I'm gonna be like just popped in my head, "Watch Anthony," and then he would do absolutely nothing. So, I don't
I
wanna
agree
hear
with
he
you.
does anything good
I
because
agree
I
with
didn't
you.
see it.
I
I
agree
didn't see
with
it.
you. I
Now,
saw
anyway,
him, Kenneth Walker was able to run. He was able to run for a reason because that's what
probably the other direction.
that's what Bradford's
Probably the
good
other
at.
direction.
I was surprised. No, he's a better run blocker than people think. But pass blocking,
He might be
pass
better at
blocking,
run blocking than pass blocking, but Joe, I'm telling
pass
you,
blocking,
a
Griff.
run pass, it didn't matter what happened. I didn't see him block anybody.
Hey man, he played good enough to get win the Super Bowl. But
No, he
I get
didn't.
where you're coming from. Though I get where you're coming from.
He didn't play
I
good enough to
definitely
win
get.
the Super Bowl. The defense did. I don't Joe, no, he didn't.
Kenneth Walker was running. How many yards did Kenneth Walker have? Like
Joe, we
170?
don't go okay, go watch it and tell me
No,
count out how
Griff,
many good
Griff,
plays he had.
Griff. I agree with you.
You don't. You
I
clearly
agree
don't.
with you. No, I agree with you.
Anyways, let's get off the Seahawks. Let's talk about
Hmm.
the Packers, okay? It's not Pack Seahawks, it's Pack Packers.
But here's my issue though. Here's my issue. Your O
Okay.
line got to get better, Griff. Your O line got
That's
to
the
get a
thing.
lot
They're
better.
they're all young guys though.
No, that's the thing. You don't have time for young guys to develop right now. You guys are trying to win now. The
Well,
window
the
is
time is
now.
the no, the exactly, that's what I'm saying. The time to develop is right now in the offseason
No,
so
no,
that they
no,
can get
no.
better
The
next
time
season.
is now. No, well,
That's what I'm
okay,
saying. The time is
okay.
now. If the time is now for them to get better for next season,
What,
that's
what
what
you
they're
guys know?
hopefully doing.
If we got time, we should look at your opponents to see what pass rushes you guys got to go through this
Yeah,
coming up season.
we could look at the opponents, but the thing is, Joe, if Zach Tom is healthy, ain't nobody getting over there. Nobody's getting around Big Zach. He's not even that big, to be honest with you, but he's
Okay.
good though,
All right.
solid. But
Okay.
anyways,
Let's see what other needs you got.
I think 2 tackles would be solid.
Yes.
And that could be just late round guys that maybe don't maybe didn't have the best coaching, but they got the athleticism type of thing, and it's more of like a project to develop them behind these guys. And if something happens, you throw them out there. But so yeah, I think tackle will be solid. Tight end, we need depth there as well. Obviously, starter best in the league right there. Tucker Craft, best in the league. Um,
I love Musgrave.
Well, yeah, so that's the thing is I don't know why, but so
He
Musgrave
played well.
is
He covered well. He covered well when Kraft was out.
uh
He did he did
I
good
would
he did good
disagree. I would
enough.
disagree. I think maybe I'm a little biased because Tucker, I don't know, biased not the right word, but Tucker did so well and he's such a great tight end that it's just underwhelming when I watch Luke cuz he's not the same at all and like yeah, I'm not a
Okay.
huge fan of Luke, but either way, we're gonna re-sign. I think this is gonna be their last year on the rookie deal. We're gonna re-sign Tucker, and Luke is not gonna come back. So we need somebody back there. So we need somebody behind him, and then let's. I mean, we have Wiley would, but Joe, can you hear me? Anyways, I can't hear Joe, so I'm gonna keep going. Uh, we got Josh. I think it's Josh Wiley. He's not the best. I mean, he just is what he is. He's not like a super high upside. He's decent, but not a super high upside. Um, so depth at tight end, it's not a premium, so I wouldn't be mad if we get one in the 7th round, something like that. We definitely need depth at linebacker as well. We'll talk about Zaire Franklin in just a second, but linebacker we need depth because if Zaire or Edgerrin were to get hurt, we have McDuffie, which is nice, but we need more. We got Hopper as well, but we need more, I think, to really provide. There you are, Joe.
Fault.
There you are.
Was that me or you?
I was just saying, huh?
Was that me? That had to
Well,
be
of
me.
course it was.
Obviously, it was me. Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying that linebacker would be another good depth piece, even though we got Zaire,
Hmm.
we got McDuffie, we got Edgerrin Cooper, um, and we also got Tyron Hopper, who we drafted a few years ago. But we need. I think we still need more there. And even if it's a guy that's like, okay, you're going to be mostly special teams, but if something happens, we have you. Because here's how I think about it: is trading a young piece like Colby Wooden for a guy like Zaire Franklin. It means that you really value the linebacker position. Like you really think we need a linebacker. And if you are willing to trade a 25-year-old player to go get a linebacker, I think you need depth there as well to kind of protect the value that you see at that position, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
So I think drafting a linebacker would be helpful as well. Most of these I don't think should be addressed in free agency.
I mean, you guys don't
So
have the
like
money really to do it.
well, the cap's not really real. They can move things around and
Sure.
make money where they need to make money.
Sure. Sure.
Green Bay is not the team to do that. That would be like a Rams thing to do,
That's true.
like McDuffie
Yeah.
saying
Which is I don't know.
100
I
like
don't know about that.
124 mil or something like
I
that.
don't know about that.
Um, hey, I like him.
I like him too, but
Washington guy,
is he number
Washington guy,
one?
know. I mean, some people might think so. As a slot corner, some people might think so. Um, yeah. So another position, you are going to disagree here.
Mm.
We don't need to draft a corner high. We do need depth there, but it's not like we're not pigeonholed into needing to draft a corner with that first pick in the second round. We're, we Here's the thing, Joe. Our corners are average. We have average corners, but they're all starting caliber corners. They're all starting caliber corners. They're just not at the top level. They're not. None of them are elite. But so they're all average starting caliber corners that I mean, and you saw it when we had Micah Parsons, we were an elite defense because they didn't have to cover long.
True. True.
We were an elite defense with those same exact corners. And that was with Hobbs being injured all season. And that was with Nixon, that was with Valentine. That was with Bullard, which is, I think he's a damn good slot corner, but yeah, so we don't need to put corner like this is all we have to draft right here is a corner, like with that first pick or with that first two picks. We don't have to draft a corner, but we definitely need to draft corners though. Maybe probably two corners, but we need the depth, but we don't need them to be impact players right away. But we definitely need the depth there because if one corner gets hurt, we're cooked. If one corner gets hurt, we don't got nobody else coming in. So we definitely need the depth. But I know you disagree with that. But we don't need it, Joe. Just need depth. I mean, would I like to have an elite corner? Absolutely. But we don't need to do that. What do you got to say about that?
You're right and you're wrong. One, because you guys need to draft a D tackle with that 52nd pick you guys have. You
That
gotta
was my
draft a D
next.
tackle. Okay, if it's not a corner, it's gonna have to be a D tackle. You need a D tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who
Yes,
do you guys
that's
have
my next thing.
inside? Wyatt. How long is Wyatt out for?
I think it'll be good for the season to
Okay,
start the season.
and two, I don't even want to mention them, but you realize who you're going against in your division, who you have to see
Who?
twice
Who?
on both the Vikings, on the Bears, on the Lions. None of them boys,
What's
none
that
of the
gonna
corners that you mentioned on your team, which you called average, are gonna do anything against those caliber of wide receivers.
Could have swore we beat the Lions twice with those same receivers
When
and those same
Is
corners.
Parsons gonna be ready? Is Parsons gonna be ready for the season?
Should be ready.
He's gonna be fully ready.
Should be. Well, I mean, I don't got a crystal ball, but I think he'll be ready.
You guys gotta address corner and D tackle is what you guys really have to address. You're
Well,
not gonna
that was my next.
Nixon is not the guy that you guys. That's not your number one.
Okay,
Valentine isn't
well,
your
okay.
number one either. Like that
We're
shouldn't
going
be the
into it.
guys that you guys. That's not who you. That's not who you should be rolling out as your number one corner, Griff.
Well, Joe, let me just tell you this though. You're saying that, but when we have Micah Parsons out on the field, we were a top 3, top 2 best defense in the league kind of team
And then
with those same exact corners.
And then what happened when
So
he
let's not forget that.
and then what happened? And
That's the
then what
thing.
happened?
When Micah gets hurt,
And then what
they gotta
happened?
cover for a long
Okay,
time.
then. So what does that tell you?
That tells me don't let Micah get hurt. That's what that tells me.
So what happens when you guys?
So that's the whole point. That's the whole point is if Micah is there, that we don't need to put a premium on. We really don't need to put a premium on corner.
Griff,
Should we?
that's a lot of
Maybe,
stress.
but we don't need to.
That's stress. That's a lot of stress on one position. You're stressing a lot on that one position.
Sometimes. You gotta do that sometimes.
No, or you can address the issue.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I'm saying we don't need to press to address the issue. If there's a guy there, there's a guy there. If there's not a guy there, I would rather Green Bay draft, like, if there's let's just put it into Madden ratings. If there's a tackle with, like, a potential of, like, a 90 and there's a corner with a potential of 78, but we need a corner, I don't wanna draft a 78, let me get the tackle. We don't need to press for that corner.
I mean, we're not gonna know, obviously,
I know we're not gonna know, but I'm saying, like, as they project it.
Right. So you tell me if PFF had a tackle owner that was ranked 48, and then the next best corner is ranked 98, you guys are drafting.
Yes.
Got you.
Get the tackle.
Gotcha.
Yes. Whereas if we let's say this was like a point where we never signed Sean Ryan and we didn't have a center, and it was like, okay, there's a center at 52, or we can get this, tackle at 12. I'd be like, bro, tackle's cool, but we need a center. Let me get the 52. Like, we need a center, which is one of the most important positions on the line because they give the quarterback the ball.
Right.
So I'd be like, go, bro, you got to get the center. You just, you got to get the center
Uh,
because that's what we need.
yeah.
But so I'm saying, like, corner, we don't need to press for it. Like, we could let the draft kind of fall and play it out how we see fit. But that brings me to my point that we do need a D tackle.
You do. You do.
When I mean, probably, my bad, probably two. Whether that's draft one and sign, that's a position I'd like to sign because Zaire brings a veteran presence at linebacker. I'd
Mhm.
love another veteran presence up front,
Mhm.
on the D line.
Who's your D tackles
So
right
there's a
now?
couple.
What does that look like?
Well, our D tackles right now, that would be Stackhouse, the undrafted free agent from Georgia, Brinson, uh, D tackle from Georgia that we drafted in the fifth, I think.
Y'all love
Um,
y'all love your Georgia boys. Y'all love them.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's why I like Christian Miller coming from Georgia. That I would love that. If he's there, bro, I'd be so happy. And then we've got Carl Brooks, who's kind of like he would be undersized for like a nose, but he plays more like, uh shaded like a 3 tech or something like that. So we got Brooks, Brinson, Stackhouse. I think Jordan Riley's still on the roster technically. The guy free agent signed last season. Then he got hurt. So I think he's only on the roster because I think he's hurt.
Mm,
But I think once he's like healthy, he probably will get cut. I don't know if they'll
yeah.
bring him back. I don't know.
Sounds like y'all need
But
you guys definitely need D tackles for sure.
yeah, and then Wyatt, obviously. But yeah, so we need some D tackles. That's for damn sure. We
Yeah.
need some D
Yeah,
tackles.
52 gonna have to be a D tackle, bro.
Hey,
52, and then what's the other one?
hey, I'm saying I think it's 80 something, 84 maybe.
At least you got 2. At least you got 2 picks in the first 100. How
Yeah,
many
2. What you
picks?
got? What you got? Like 5 or
We
something?
do got 5. How many picks do you have overall?
8.
Okay.
No, and another thing is, Joe, don't be surprised. I'm gonna tell everybody right now. Don't be surprised if Green Bay trades down from that first pick,
Why?
that 52, to get more picks. If they trade from like 52 to like 62 or something.
What are you guys known for in terms of drafting? Like, my team has a couple things that, like, okay, if they draft a wide receiver, he's gonna likely be a really good wide receiver. If they draft a edge pass rusher,
It
he's gonna
used to
be a
be
pretty
O-line.
good pass rusher. Used to be, okay.
It used to be O-line.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
it's,
we
I
could
guess,
tell
quarterbacks.
Morgan didn't work out.
Quarterbacks, baby. You can't
Mm,
say he didn't work out. He's starting left tackle this year.
that's we hope, hopefully.
It's not we hope, that's what he's doing.
All right, we'll see. All right, what
We
else?
will see.
What other things are you?
Let's get into the big ticket item here, Joe. Let's touch on Zaire Franklin. I mean,
Okay.
well, oh, hold on now. Touch on. Hold on. Let's talk about Zaire Franklin.
Yep.
So it scared me at first. I seen the news and I thought, man, I like Colby Wooden. And I was like, but I know Zaire Franklin, like, he's a tackle machine and everything like that. I was like, let me go see what PFF thinks about him. I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have did that, Joe.
Mm. Mm.
They graded him a 38 out of 100.
Sounds
They
about
said
right.
he was the 87th out of 88 qualifying linebackers. I said, "Something ain't right." I was like, hold on now. Let me go,
87th.
87th of 88 linebackers. I was like, "Let me go check something out real quick." So I watched his highlights. I said, "That boy is nice." That boy is nice, Joe.
What makes
I
him
watched
nice?
his highlights and I said,
What makes him
"I
nice?
see it." He I really like his you could when you watch him, you could tell he's ferocious. You could see it. Um, he plays with, and he's got some thump to him too.
Okay.
So I like that. He plays pretty similar to I would say he plays pretty similar to Edgerrin Cooper, so I think pairing him up will be nice. The thing that, they great because on Pro Football Focus, if you don't pay for it, you can't really see the
Right.
grade breakdown,
Right.
but I don't know if this is a hack for everybody or if it just worked for him or, whatever, but asked ChatGPT what his grades were, and they said he had, like, a 29 pass coverage grade, but like a 59 run stopping grade or whatever, which the I mean 59 is I think 60 is average. Like
Okay.
so the 59 is not great, 29 is terrible. Um but I think it was just chalk it up to a down year, to be honest. Cuz the year before he was an all pro with like almost 180 tackles or something. So um I'll take it, Joe. I watched his highlights and I said, "Uh-huh, we could use that."
Okay.
And I guess he's like a really good leader. And he was like a captain back when he was on special teams. Like the team, he was a team captain on special teams, like as a young guy. And he's I think turning 30. I think he's 29 right now. So I love him, Joe. I love the pickup. I think he's gonna bring a certain mentality to the defense and a leadership to the defense. And I want another guy with that same kind of mentality and leadership on the D line. Which let me pop up this screen real quick,
Yeah.
so we can look at some
While you do that, I'm gonna tell you
some
my thoughts on him. I
okay, yeah,
think
let me
I
know.
mean on the situation, not even him. I think it's
Okay.
I think it's a replacement. That's what I'll call it.
Yeah, it's a direct replacement for Quay Walker for sure,
Yes.
and the thing was Quay Walker's probably gonna get 14, $15 million, and this guy's coming at 7.
What I heard though was the Packers did everything they could to re-sign Quay, but Quay didn't want nothing to
I
do with
mean,
the
I like
Packers.
Quay. I love Quay, bro. I love
But what
Quay,
does that say
but
about your
but
team?
well, I don't know
Why
how
wouldn't
I
a
don't know how
linebacker want to
accurate
come
those
play with
reports are.
the best edge?
Well,
That
no,
came from
what probably
ESPN.
happened
Oh, that was
this is
Bleacher
what Green
Report.
Bay does. You saying they tried everything they could, but they probably tried everything they could at, like, 9,000,000. That's what I mean, Green Bay did the same thing with Devontae Adams. They offered him some crazy amount that he was like, "Bro, you can't be serious." But, I'm sure the reports were Green Bay tried to sign him,
So
but
after
they're not
several
actually trying
attempts,
to
it
sign him.
said that's
But
bad though.
yeah,
I mean,
no,
why wouldn't you want to sign a guy like? I mean, I don't know.
because the Green Bay just doesn't pay like that. That's just I mean, unless you're Micah Parsons, they're not paying you like that. They're
how
real
much
stingy.
input do you think what's his name? Cannon. Is this I think this is his last name. Your D coordinator. What's his name? From
Gannon,
Arizona. Gannon. How much input do you think he really has right now with all these changes you guys are making on defense?
he's probably got some. I mean, I feel like most of it's probably Brian Gutekunst, but he's probably got some. Like this is the kind of play. Like I want this type of linebacker. I want this kind of D tackle, or this is the what would work for my what I want to run, whatever. But Joe, the more I think about it, the more I like can you see this right here? The more
Dude,
I like this guy right here.
bro, he's
Calais
40 years
Campbell.
old.
I
He
know,
not
Joe,
gonna
but I
like wanna
like
he
it.
not wanna play in that cold, Griff.
I the more I think about it, I'm like,
He's
just
too
for like a
old.
1 year, like he brings so much experience to a super young team.
Damn, this is a
Like
terrible pick.
he
This is
okay,
not good.
no,
You better draft one.
first of all, no, yeah, but both. He
These
brings
boys
so
are
much
old.
experience. He brings Joe, I know that's why he's playing 1 year. That's why he's gonna be a rotational guy. He already played with Gannon. He knows him, and now Joe, you think Calais Campbell wouldn't wanna play with a guy like Micah Parsons? He Calais would never get double teamed. In his last year, he's like, "1 more year and I'm never getting double teamed." He'll probably eat that up.
I wonder what his stats were for last year, but I mean, I don't know, man. 40 years old, it's cold as hell out there. He's gonna be a role player. You guys need a starter. You guys need somebody who's gonna do something out there.
No,
Not a
so we have
rotation
w so
player.
no, 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 no. We have a starter, and then, we have Wyatt, and then ideally, the guy that we drafted with 52, hopefully is, um,
Would be the
Miller,
starter.
will be the other starter, and then he's gonna be the mentor, and he's gonna kinda rotate him, keep him fresh. Come on, Joe, you gotta see the vision now. Come on now. Where's the vision at, Joe?
I don't know. I see. I don't know.
You gotta have a vision.
He's 40, man. If I'm
There's a couple
40,
other
my
guys.
last year, he want to go play in cold
Yeah,
Green
win a
Bay.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Last year, win a Super Bowl. Wouldn't you wanna win a Super Bowl your last year?
Man, I'm rather stay
I
in,
would.
in that dome over there in Arizona
He's a free agent. You don't really got a choice.
or wherever you get more. I better
They probably don't. I mean,
take
he's
a.
a free
I'll
agent for
take
a
a.
reason because they didn't re-sign him.
That's true. That is true. Man, I'll see what other options I got. I'll hang it up, man. Ain't a cold.
Nah. Joe, come on now.
But you got to think though, like
I don't know
why
why
didn't
you trying
Quay?
to
What you mean? Is that not a
why you
but
trying to act
is
like.
that a bad take? Is that a bad take though? Imagine you're 40. You've been playing for hella long. Is that a bad take?
Yeah, it's a bad take because this is his chance at a Super Bowl, yeah. Joe, don't look at the what you looking at me like that for?
There's no way
Joe, if I'm telling you right now,
you're not going to
if
Super
Tucker
Bowl.
Kraft and Micah Parsons did not get hurt, you would have seen Green Bay win the Super Bowl. For Joe.
Your O line was not good enough to win a Super Bowl, Griff.
Neither was Seattle's, but they won it anyways.
They had one guy.
That's all it took. He was that bad that the one guy. Hey, listen, like it's like this, Joe. If the Rams had Aaron Donald, I guarantee you they would have won the game. 1000% because he would have lined up on his goofy ass every time.
Is it, so? Are you comparing Parson to Aaron Donald in that sense?
Joe Parsons would eat his ass up.
Who Bradford?
Stop, Joe.
Who the
Joe,
guard? Of course he would. Yeah, he would. But
he would. Oh,
I mean,
Joe.
everybody was eating
Oh
them
my
up.
god.
Everybody was eating them up.
That's Joe. I guarantee Parsons would line up on his
But
ass every
listen.
time.
I'm not even trying to like defend him. But bro had probably he had the highest paid D tackle on him all game. The Patriots, whatever his name is, Williams or something like that. And bro was kind of silent the rest of the game. Like was silent most of the game.
Joe, that's
That was
different.
probably because Greg is able and the other center
It's
too. But I'm just saying,
it's tough to make an impact like that as a D tackle unless you're like a generational guy.
true. All I'm saying, Griff, is even with Parson, I don't know if that you guys would have beat the Seahawks.
We would have, Joe. We would
Okay,
have
come on, Griff.
smoked the Seahawks. I'm Joe. I'm not even like kidding.
I
Like
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I would have probably put my paycheck that we would if we were a healthy team, we would have smoked the Seahawks. I'm not even.
Your O line, bro. Your O line would have sold the
Everybody on
game.
our O line is probably 5 times better than Anthony Bradford. Our worst guy, I would take Jacob Monk before I take Anthony Bradford.
What do you think about Kyler going to the Vikings?
Well, it don't really matter to me, Joe, because he'd get that ass whooped twice anyways.
Okay, I like it a lot though. I like it a lot for him.
Yeah, I mean it could work. I would think. I don't know. I don't know if he would really fit O'Connell's like style. I don't know if It seems like they're more of a Kirk Cousins team than a Kyler Murray kind of team. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Now he could wiggle and shake around in Miami though.
He could.
He could.
I heard Malik should be going over there, right?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Malik, man, God, I this will be my hope. Well, No, yes and no. Yes, because I wanna keep him. No, because I want him to get his money. But and I want him to get a, a starting opportunity. But selfishly, what I wish would happen is all these teams offering him stuff, but they're all bad teams, and he's like, "You know what? I'd rather just stay on a good team and, just wait for my opportunity than go to one of these bad teams where I don't have the infrastructure to succeed." And he just comes back to Green Bay for, like, 15 mil.
Like, okay, Jesus.
But I know
Packers
that's not
fans?
gonna happen.
Yeah, thank God
Hey,
you know it's not gonna
hey, what
happen.
Green Bay did to Malik is beautiful. It's
It
amazing.
is.
So
It was very
I
helpful,
wish him
obviously.
I wish him nothing but the best. I've been hearing Malik or Kyler to the Steelers, so I don't I don't know.
We'll be okay.
I mean, mm-mm.
We gotta try Will Howard out, see how
You'll
it
be lucky to
does.
get Malik.
We already got a
You'll be lucky
championship.
to get Malik.
We already got a championship quarterback.
I don't
Uh,
know. Will Howard?
Will Howard is a championship quarterback. He
We're
is.
gonna talk about it
We
on
will.
Steel City Stand.
We
So we're
will.
gonna that's
We
where we're gonna
will.
talk about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Go follow Packed Packers on Instagram, Packed Packers on YouTube, packed.packers on TikTok. And we will see you guys next week. Packed full of Packers on next episode too, Joe. It's
Yep.
gonna be nothing but packed full of Packers.
Thank you guys.
And make sure to go if you have any Steelers friends, go check out Steel City Standard
Yep.
anywhere you can find.
Yep.
Even though they suck, but some people like teams that suck. So we'll kind of go from there.
All right. Let me go